Hello, once again, all you beautiful people on YouTube and Facebook. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. The last 2 days have been amazing with the sunshine, if a bit cold, but they've been great days. I got a chance to go out to Ohio, hang out in a sparsely populated area by a lake, get some quiet and peaceful resting time in. There was a topic that's been on my mind for a while, on and off my mind, and it's letting go. Letting go. Yeah, it's a process. Um, One of the things that I learned a lot about having both my parents die within an 8 month period and me dealing with the estate is they were both people that were never able to let go of anything. There is 60, 70 years, or was 60, 70 years worth of stuff in their house. I mean, stuff dating back to their childhood, which was just like amazing to me because what was the point of saving it all? You've got it tucked away in alcoves, tucked away in boxes, tucked away in a corner room in the basement in a box. You haven't even looked at it in 30, 40 years. So what was really the point of saving all that stuff? Now I'm in a position where I'm deciding what should be let go of, and a lot of it wound up going into dumpsters. It really puts things in perspective once people are gone. The whole you can't take any of it with you, and you can't. You obviously can't take any material possessions with you. So what in this material world, what do you have that's a material possession that means something to you and that's worth keeping and possibly passing down to the next generation? I think that's something everybody should think about, but it would be a good idea for the total of society, especially here in this country, to be more minimalist. Um, there's no real reason to save, old newspapers and napkins and, I mean, schoolwork from fourth grade and just things that there's no purpose in having them. It's just almost like a hoarding instinct where you don't understand the concept of scarcity and abundance, so you want to keep everything because you're afraid that you'll miss something if you don't hold on to it. Ideally, that will keep you away from abundance because you need to let certain things leave. You have to let go of certain things. And I don't just mean physical items, I mean possibly relationships, emotional attachments, family members, you name it, in order to allow better things to come into your life. There's only so much space. And if you've got it all crammed and crammed up and packed together, then you aren't going to have the space mentally or physically to be able to enjoy new wonderful adventures and items and what may have you. So it's a good idea to figure out what you should let go of and par down your life, make it more minimalist. Figure out what's really important to you. What are you going to use? What's going to be beneficial to you possibly in the future to keep, and what you can just get rid of, give away, sell, you name it. Because none of us are leaving here with any of that. So if you have a whole bunch of stuff and no one to pass it on to, then there's really no point, because at some point somebody's just going to pull up to the house with a dumpster, chuck it all in, not look through any of it, and it's gone. So, letting go. Once again, let's get back to it. Letting go. I also have always been a person that had a hard time letting go of stuff. But being forced to go through all these items, which included a lot of my stuff, which I wound up doing research and taking to certain places, and realized, like, I have a bunch of old baseball cards from the early 90s. They're worthless. Completely worthless. I know for a fact because I've taken them to people who deal in baseball cards. And I was keeping those for what? What is it, 2020? 25 years? What was the point of that? There was no real point in it. It's me hoping that in the future they might be valuable to someone else. If it's not valuable to you now, then it's probably best to let go of it. Anticipating what may happen, especially when you don't have goals set and a plan to get there, is not the best course of action, and it will lead you to the clutter, the massive clutter that becomes just a jumbled up mess of things that you don't need around. And me having to let go of a lot of their stuff has helped me understand how much of my things I should also be willing to let go of too. I don't really have very many prized physical possessions. If it doesn't bring me joy, or if it doesn't bring back pleasant memories from that experience, there's not really any reason to keep it. So I've kind of been purging a lot of things, collections that I had. I've been letting things go, working through it, because at some point, freedom is the most important thing to me. It's a personal goal of mine, and to be free, which is obviously everyone has their own definition of it, but free to me means free to do what I want in the moment without worrying about the next moment or some added responsibility. And luckily, I'm better off than most people with that because I don't have children. I rent. I don't have a home. So technically, I can pretty much move where I want and do what I want once I'm done purging all of these added material possessions, both of my parents and mine, that I don't need. And also fixing my mental understanding of what is actually necessary for happiness and growth. And it's very interesting because I was always a fan of sad music, whether it be like jazz, like John Coltrane, very sad, even though there's no lyrics, or emo type sad hip hop or rock or what have you. And now I find myself where I'm in a more positive mental place, and I'm attracting this state of abundance and manifesting more of the things I need in my life. And I don't even want to listen to the lyrics of some of my songs that used to be like my favorite songs, things I love to listen to. Now I'll have a playlist and I'll just fast forward until I get to something that's more neutral and or positive, because it goes with my current mind frame and the current energy that I'm projecting into the universe. And it's something that you should be more aware of. And I really don't feel like I could have gotten to this point without acknowledging the process of letting go of the old, not living in the past, moving forward with what I need currently in my life, and the wonderful, beautiful friends that I have, loving friends that I have, that have surrounded me with love and continued to push me to do something better while respecting my vision. So that's just a quick video on letting go. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday, and that everyone stays in a, well, not stays, but everyone is currently in a good place and moving forward in the direction of their goals and what they love. So thank you very much, YouTube. Have a great day.